Hey everybody, it's Pinkie. Before I get started, I'm gonna do a shout out to my girl Tammy. She's going through a lot, just a lot with her piece of shit. Boyfriend at the moment, and whoops, that came out. And to my wolfy sidekick or old sidekick, he moved to Misery. Um, when you say the state's name, that's how it comes out. My bad to y'all people who live in Missouri. But yeah, he moved out there a while back. One of my best friends, Antoine, and you need to come home. Just playing y'all. He should be home by about October, Halloweenish, whatever. Um, and yeah, that should happen. Yeah, loving my hairs. They're awesome. I scared the shit out of myself this morning. I got out of bed and I walked past a mirror on my way to the bathroom and had like a mini panic attack, like there was somebody in the house that I just didn't know about, and I was like, oh wait, no, that's me. But yeah, so I figured today I might just like talk about myself a little bit since I'm pretty new, you know. I live in Atlanta. I absolutely love Georgia. It's, where I was born and everything. Though I've lived in Texas and Connecticut. Connecticut was terrible. It was cold. We had a white Thanksgiving. White Thanksgiving shouldn't be a thing. Maybe like one snow in like January or something like that. That's cool. I can deal with that. But white for Thanksgiving, I can't do. I'm 21 and it's actually pretty fun being 21. Other than like all the people that, I went to school with, all my friends and everybody, they're all like out, getting married and having babies, and they're like, "Hey, Pinkie, when are you gonna have kids and stuff like that?" And I'm like, at the rate that I'm going right now, your kids will probably babysit mine if I have any. Not on my like it's not up here on my list of things to do. Um, like no, whoa, hold up, back it up. Um, Nothing against you people who are young mothers. My mommy, she had me quite young. She was 17. So, y'all mommies do what you do. Because if there wasn't young mothers, I wouldn't be here. Um, it's just I have other dreams besides creating life. You know, like I don't, at this stage in my life, I don't want to have some other little person that depends on me for everything. Like, I can't do that right now. That's just, I don't know. I just, again, not at the forefront of my list of things to do. I'm starting school here soon, probably in the fall after I get situated and everything. My job might go away. Like the woman I work for might be moving to the other side of Atlanta, and that's quite the trip. I'm on the southeast side of Atlanta, and to try and go to the north side of Atlanta every day. No, even riding a motorcycle, sure they get good gas and all that, but like with the kind of traffic going through Atlanta, like I don't want to die trying to go to work. It's just not worth it. um, but yeah, back to the school thing. I should be starting school in a few months. I'm going to the Aviation Institute of Maintenance because, yes, that's what I want to do. So, for all y'all, men out there that are like, that's for dudes, you're a girl, fuck you. That's what I want to do. I've been riding in planes um, for many, many years alone. My parents are divorced, so, and they've lived in separate states for the majority of my life. Um, it's not always a possibility for a parent to drive me to go see the other one, so they put me on a plane. And, that's perfectly okay. Um, but, I'd sit there and I'd look out the window and I'd see the ground, like, way below there. Like, I don't know. It's really cool to me. Um, my thing was never, like, I never had a desire to fly the plane. That was never a thing that ever crossed my mind. I always wanted to know how and why the plane worked. Like, that's where my brain went. Not, ooh, cool, I wonder if I could fly this. No, not me. I'm just like, dude, that wing, dude, do you see that? You see it? That little piece right there that moves, and that makes us move up. And yeah, that was fascinating to me. But that's just how my mind works. I like that. That is my dream, is to go to school and learn how and why planes work, and to work on them myself. Like, that's me. There was a lot of people who are, oh yeah, you make good money doing that. And I'm like, well, that's cool and all, but I'm not even doing it for the money. I mean, I know that sounds stupid. There's a lot of people that are like, well, yeah, you should pick something that makes you a lot of money. And I'm just like, well, it's cool that it could make me good money, but at the same time, it's my dream. So, hey, I know I make good, cool faces. Yeah. I know I look tired, and I look just incredibly blah today. Of course, that light right there is not helping me. It's making me look very, very pale, and I'm not as pale as I'm looking right now. Just bothering me just a little bit. I like guns, specifically revolvers. They generally, the way that they feel in my hand, the grip usually just feels better in my hand. Um, I don't know. I guess, I bet the Western movies that I watched as a kid, they probably helped a lot in that. Although I have held a 1911, and those feel pretty nice. But other than that, I generally revolver. I love them. I like cars. What person doesn't? They get you from point A to point B. Specifically Mustangs. My first car was a 93 Mustang. It was a white hatchback with the maroon interior. It was gorgeous. I bought it for like $1,500. No, it was like $1,200. I mean, it had like a dent here and there, but for a 93, that's not bad. It was really quite a nice car, but probably about a week after I bought it, me and the guy that I was dating at the time, we were going to visit his mom for Mother's Day, and I checked both my mirrors, and I was about to get over because, like, I was going one way, and I missed the turn, so I had to go down, turn around, and I was going back up, and I had to make a turn, and I had my blinker on and everything to get over into the turn lane to turn, and this jackass decided that he was going to try and pass me real quick on that side before I made the turn, or I don't know. Afterwards, Tyler was talking to the guy, and the guy was like, oh yeah, I've been in a previous wreck, and I had to like relearn how to walk and everything, and I'm like, I really feel like you were just like trying to get some money out of my insurance there, dude. Which he probably was. People are assholes. But that's what happened to that car. I pretty much like basically like turned directly into his passenger side front door. Which was, I freaked out. It was my first accident. I freaked out bad. Because, like, I looked in both mirrors. I even turned around because, anybody who's driven a Mustang, especially one from, like, right around in there, there's that spot where the pillar is right there, and it's really hard to see through that. Like mirror, whatever, there's always that one spot you can't see. So, I like literally, I turned around and I looked and I didn't see anything. And I turned right into him. I mean, by the time that, we had the car towed back to my house, it just like the fender, like, it was crumpled. It looked terrible. It actually ended up getting saved. I ended up selling it for more than I bought it for. Um, I miss that little car though. Keeping on with the car things. I don't like automatics. That's just a personal preference. I get people all the time, oh, it's so much easier and you don't have to worry about it. I like having fun while I drive. I make sound effects when I drive and all kinds of stuff. Like I'm over here. Vroom, 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 no, I'm just kidding. Okay, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. But yeah, I like shifting gears. Not everybody does. I don't know. I'd like the guy I talked about a minute ago, Tyler. I tried to teach him how to drive stick, and it's just not everybody's forte. We'll just say that. I think since then, I think he has learned. I don't know. We don't really talk much anymore. I mean, obviously, we broke up. It happens. People don't talk after that usually. But yeah, I taught him and I taught another friend of mine how to drive stick. So I enjoy it. It just like after a while of driving it, you don't even think about it. You're just shifting, shifting. I think the only thing I ever had happen that was just like really bad is, not really bad. I mean, it was bad, but not really bad. I was driving through McDonough, and all of a sudden, I just hear a pop, and all I have is third gear. So I pull in, and the guy that I had look at it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to cut this and pull all this out and look, and I'm just like, dude, the center console comes like right out, and I just pull it up, and he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, and this is what you do for a living? Meh. But he looks and he's like, oh yeah, your shift cable broke. Great. So I called Tommy and Tom Tom from I want to say they were in either Lakewood or Forest Park at the time. And they came all the way down from there to come look at it and basically zip tied and duct taped it back, which it actually stayed for several months after that. But after a while, it got to the point where I was having to drive around with zip ties because every so often, one of them would pop. Because he put several of them on there, and when I got down to like where I had like one left, I'd put another one back on there. But generally, when it popped, it wasn't me driving it. It was some other person that I would let drive it. I'm just like, well, you say you can drive stick, but why is it every time you drive my car, my zip ties pop? Wow, that's not a sentence you say every day. I know it sounds like I'm rambling. I'm really not. I'm just really tired. And have you ever been so tired that you just can't sleep? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And the Malk, he is passed out on the living room floor at the moment. I'll go wake him up in a minute and put him in bed after I switch the laundry. I also have my motorcycle license, as y'all probably gathered earlier from where I was saying that even with the motorcycle, it would be quite the thing to try and get through Atlanta traffic to go to work. I have an 81 Suzuki GS 250D. It is blue. And it started out as a POS. But my dad, over the course of, a couple of years, it kind of like, we did a class together, got our license and everything. He got a motorcycle, and he bought that one off of a friend of his as like a, fix it up and let me ride it kind of thing. And, it was just the guy who had it before the guy my dad bought it from, They kept really good care of it and everything, kept it inside. And then my dad's friend bought it, and, he kept it outside, and, anything's gonna weather over time. I mean, I've kept it inside since then, my dad has anyway. Um, but, you know, just anything, weathers over time and needs to be fixed up. So it's not its fault that it's just blah, you know? Um, I love it anyway, though. I mean, you get a lot better gas, and insurance is a lot cheaper. I mean, I'm 21, and a year's worth of insurance on that particular motorcycle is like right under $200 for the year. That's pretty good. As far as food, salt and vinegar Pringles. All I'm gonna say. No, that's not all I eat, obviously, but that's like my food of choice, and I love it. Cause like, who else do you know? Like honestly, like be honest with yourself here. How many people do you honestly know that like salt and vinegar Pringles? Well, chips in general. Like, I meet somebody, they're like, oh yeah, I like them, and they'll eat like one chip, and they're like, oh yeah, that was great. Yeah. Pizza rolls dipped in sour cream. That's the shit right there. I had spicy taco pizza rolls with melted cheese on them earlier, dipped in sour cream and sriracha. Oh my god. Wow, I just realized I eat very unhealthily. Unhealthily? The food that I eat is very unhealthy. We'll go with that. Yeah, that sounds better. I think I could live off of Pringles and pizza rolls, although I kind of do. Like, I'm really good at cooking. I love cooking, but like I don't always feel like cooking. Like, I live with my dad. It's just the two of us there. Like, who wants to cook like an awesome ass meal for two people? Like, even when I'm over here all the time with him, I don't feel like cooking all the time. Like on occasion we'll make like spaghetti or something, or like the other night I made him tacos. The tacos are awesome. He doesn't put anything on them but cheese and meat, so they're pretty simple. Oh, we made manwich burritos. Those were cool. Put the manwich, like, make your manwiches and everything, but instead of putting them on buns, put them in soft shell taco tortilla. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Put some sriracha, some cheese. I like sour cream. He doesn't, but whatever. Wrap it up like a burrito. It takes the mess out of the manwich. Like, I know that's a little bit like takes some of the fun out of it, but if you're like trying to like not get stuff all over you, but you want manwiches, that's the way to go. Um, I can crochet. I make baby blankets for all those people I mentioned earlier that are having all kinds of babies. Yeah, I make them blankets. Shout out to all you people I've made blankies for. Yeah, I do a pretty good job. I can make a baby blanket in about 2 days. I mean, like if I have enough yarn and everything. And I start with like a little tiny thing, like it starts as like a little circle that's like this big, and it ends up being a full-sized blanket. It's basically like if y'all have ever seen like the granny squares like this big, it's like a giant one of those in whatever colors the mom wants. Like I made a pink and white one for my friend Courtney when she had her baby, which I still haven't given it to her because I haven't managed to make it over there to her to give it to her. She just had her baby this week. Congratulations, Courtney. Y'all are gonna laugh. I know this. I don't care. I am a super extraordinarily amazing person because I love My Little Pony, and My Little Pony is super extraordinarily awesome. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I do love My Little Pony. Like, I collect the little toys and everything. I don't even take them out of the package, honestly. unless the packaging is already damaged or it's like one of the little mystery packs. Then I'll take them out. I even went to Build-A-Bear, and I made a Pinkie Pie because Pinkie Pie is my favorite. I love her. She's awesome. Yeah. I collect that. I also collect bottles. Usually bottles from alcohol that I've tried for the first time. I'll keep, if it's like one of the little tiny shots. I'll keep that. If it's one of the big bottles of like a liquor that I've tried, I'll keep that. Beer can for the first time I've tried one of those. The first beer I ever bought on my 21st birthday. That's in my room sitting on top of my piano because I play the piano too. I'm awesome. Yeah. Let me think here. Is there anything else? Oh, my favorite alcohol ever is 100 proof peppermint schnapps. I know that's an odd one to have as a favorite, but that is my favorite. I love peppermint schnapps. Thank you, Tom Tom, because you're the first person to introduce me to that. It's awesome. I love it. Nom nom. I don't think there's anything else that I need to talk about. I mean, I didn't really need to talk about any of it. I just, like I said, I can't sleep, and I decided to give y'all a little piece of Megan. Oh well, I guess I will talk to y'all later. Pinkie out. If there's anything that I missed that y'all want to know, then comment and let me know, and I'll put it in a future video.